Hey, it's Caleb. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe. Hey, what's up everyone? This video is going to be a quick video over naming conventions. So a naming convention is just a pattern that people do, or that you do, to keep things consistent. So not only will this naming convention help keep my database consistent across different tables and columns, but this naming convention is not only mine. Other people use this naming convention. That means when I go to a different person to review my database, they already understand what's going on. Now obviously there's multiple different naming conventions. There's not one way to do everything, and it's not required. This is just how I decide to do it, and this is because most people who use MySQL, which is what I learned first, use this. But for different relational database management systems, you may have different systems of naming things. So I'm just going to explain what I'm going to do. Anytime I write SQL, I put it in all capital letters. So, select is an example. Fortunately, we're not going to be doing much SQL, so I'm not going to have to write in all capitals on a chalkboard because it's quite complicated. But when we're talking about anything I name myself, I use all lowercase letters. I just use all lowercase letters because I just think it makes it more simple. So when we have a table, such as a user table, I don't capitalize the U, and then when I have an ID, I just put user ID, or just ID, whatever. But I don't capitalize ID, I just keep it lowercase. And for spaces, I just use an underscore, so I don't use any spaces. So basically that's my naming convention that I use, and yours will vary. And we haven't really got to this yet, so you might not understand this, but if I have a foreign key, basically if I have a connection over here to where we have the same column over here, I just make sure they're named both the same thing so I know what they're talking about. So yeah, some people do things such as put like user table, or they capitalize certain words. And if you want to look at other naming conventions for your specific relational database management system, go right ahead. In fact, I'd encourage it. But just so you understand what I'm doing here, I will be doing that. Another thing, when we're talking about stuff in the real world, sometimes I don't necessarily use that naming convention. Because if I'm writing everything I need to store about a user, well, I might just put, we need to store the user's address. I'm not going to put the underscore users underscore address. I might just put the user's address with space in English. And then when I start making this into a database structure, schema, whatever you want to call it, then I'm going to convert that to just address, lowercase. So yeah, that's introduction to, it's way too late, it's like 4 o'clock. That's basically our convention. So yes, see you in the next video, be sure to subscribe. Yeah.